Still in Europe too, this time Greece, Italy and Malta have reportedly closed their airspace to planes coming from Libya because of an upcoming NATO operation there, it seems. Here's our Europe correspondent, Peter Oliver.
The next several months, any aeroplanes that are coming out of Libya won't be allowed access to the airspace of Greece, Italy and Malta. This coincides with the NATO military operations, military exercises titled Phoenix Express, but it has given rise to a number of theories that it may be the precursor to a potential NATO intervention into Libya. Now, these theories aren't without warrant. We've heard from NATO top brass saying that they are very interested in taking things further when it comes to Libya.
We stand ready to help Libya build its own defense institutions, if so requested by the new government of national accord in Libya.
There is a lot of activity going on underneath the surface. We're just not ready to deploy capabilities yet because there hasn't been an agreement. And frankly, any day that could happen.
Party contacted NATO directly and they pretty much didn't give us any solid answer. They told us to speak to the Greek air traffic control for more on that. But what we have seen is in the last week, just last Thursday, it was confirmed that British special forces had taken part in military operations inside of Libya. We also heard from NATO foreign ministers who said that they were willing to take on a more serious role when it came to defence in the country. It all comes after Libya was left in such utter disarray following the 2011 NATO-backed toppling of Muammar Gaddafi.
NATO's got a heavy presence in the Mediterranean, especially right now. One recent operation there was the so-called Phoenix Express operation. That's centred at the NATO training facility in Greece.
Exercise Phoenix Express 2016 is a multinational exercise with stakeholders from Europe, North Africa and the United States all working together to improve cooperation, information sharing and operational capabilities, all in an effort to enhance safety and security in the region.
Earlier I spoke to the Foreign Affairs Chairman of Russia's Upper House of Parliament, who told me that any NATO action in Libya will lead to more chaos there and violate international law.
Any international action or any international interference, if so, shall be based on a decision by the Security Council and nothing else. We need to keep us within the framework of the international law, and any one-sided initial operations by NATO would be illegal, would be beyond the borders of the international law. NATO countries, NATO is an alliance, and NATO countries did commit so many mistakes in this region, so I am so much afraid of seeing the repetition of these mistakes. The situation in Libya, the situation in Iraq, the situation in Syria now are in this chaotic shape for the simple reason there is all the time external interference from NATO and from NATO countries. So I hope that NATO will not take any one-sided actions towards Libya, and definitely these actions will not get any support from Russia.